You've probably seen her on Early Edition with Trenni on NBC Sports Boston every night talking sports. But before she clocks into work, Trenni Casey is putting in the work on the road as she gears up for the run of a lifetime.
That's right. Trenni will be running 6 marathons in 6 days for the Wisconsin leg of the MS Run the U.S., the country's first and only 3,260-mile ultra relay run. And she's here now with us to dish on all of it.
Ran this morning.
Can we
Ran this morning.
Yes.
Just 7 easy miles, you know, through like Beacon Hill and Back Bay.
That's going to be just like a jog to the mailbox at the end of
Pretty
this.
much, pretty much.
So this is a personal thing for you. I mean, obviously it's a huge physical task, but it's a really personal thing for you too.
Yeah, so my Aunt Sandy, who's my godmother, my mom's middle sister, was diagnosed with MS. I was probably, I don't exactly remember, I was like 4 or 5 years old, and it was very progressive. She got very sick very fast. By the time I can even remember, she had trouble speaking, she had mobility issues. When she was diagnosed, she was playing softball, she had a boyfriend, she had a job, and it was all taken away. She never ended up leaving my grandparents' house. And the worst part about it is looking back, I've always felt like we didn't do enough for her. Like, you guys asked me for pictures with her, and I didn't have a ton of pictures with her because we didn't do a lot with her. I think back in the 80s and 90s, we weren't quite sure how to work with people who had any sort of disabilities or mobility issues. And it's always haunted me that we didn't treat her better, that we didn't make her a bigger part of our lives when we had the opportunity. And she passed away when I was a freshman in college, which was 1995. So this is the 30th anniversary of her death. And I've always wanted to do something in her honor to make up for a way that we didn't honor her in life. And so as a good Catholic would, I'll torture myself by running 6 marathons in 6 days.
Wait, so for those that don't understand the entirety of the relay, how does it work?
Okay, so there are 21 segments. It already started. It started April 1st in Santa Monica at Santa Monica Pier. And there are 21 legs. So each leg is anywhere between, I think the shortest leg is like 135-ish miles.
Very short.
Very short. The longest leg has already happened. That's 220 miles through the Mojave Desert. But each of us run alone. It's one person who has to raise a minimum of $10,000, and you have to run that leg of the ultra marathon. And what's most amazing about it, like, listen, you know, Brandon, awesome that you ran 220 miles through the desert, but we've already had 2 of our first 3 runners are living with MS. The woman who kicked off the relay is a breast cancer survivor, and she's been living with MS since 2017. We have a couple more runners in the future, Derek and Megan, who are also living with MS. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. And to me, that's just so incredible because they've taken this disease that took, you know, so much from my aunt, and they've looked it in the face and been like, no, I'm an athlete. I've always been an athlete, and I will continue to be.
There's no excuse for anyone else.
No excuses. It's really amazing to watch.
So you mentioned the $10,000 goal, but you decided to go above and beyond that. Why is that?
I did. Well, one, I'm competitive, and I found out the most that the previous high fundraiser raised was like $56,000, and then I was like, well, what can I do that sort of speaks to my aunt, right? And she would have been 67 years old this year. That's how old she should have been if MS didn't take her life. And so I've made my goal $67,000. And I'm actually not too far away from that goal. I'm sitting around just over $40,000. So I have $27,000 to go. Got a couple raffles and some things coming up in the future that you can participate in. Or if it just touches your heart, you can donate.
Yeah, we have the QR code right now, actually, that we'll toss up, that if you can scan that and donate to Trenni's run. And we are so proud of you.
Not a race.
We are so proud of you, not only for taking this on, but for doing it in your aunt's honor and for eating all the food for us.
Yeah, right.
I have lots of carbs at my desk. Stop by.
Don't tell us that. Trenni, thank you.
You got it.